I'd like to share an exercise with you that I've distilled out of the study that I've made over 50 years into martial arts, yoga, dance, consciousness studies. In the vein of the extraordinary listening breath, I call this the dance of listening or listening yoga, sometimes the listening movement. And the listening movement is done by simply listening to the feeling, sensation, energy in your system. And let it move the body. Now you do this in a very natural way when you wake up in the morning, stretch or something. You do it all through the day. You probably don't even notice when you do one of those little movements where you've just felt an urge to move and you've gone with it. But in our culture, we've learned to repress that, to sit still, to not wiggle. I want to encourage you to do the exact opposite. Little movements are fine. Big movements are fine. But very much in the way that you stretch when you get up in the morning, out of just a feeling of, I want to call it enjoyment, healing. Feel the urge to move and follow it. Maybe you should put on some music. Make sure you do it in a place where you feel safe and comfortable, that's appropriate for what you're doing. And start listening to the movement of the body, or the feeling that gives birth to the movement. The feeling of energy moving through your body. And sometimes it shows up as your resistance in tension or even pain, where you've locked up an area. In which case, very small movements can be highly powerful in terms of activating the energy and getting it flowing again. But any of this will start the blood flow, increase oxygenation throughout the bloodstream and thereby throughout the body. And so just letting yourself move, and always encourage you to go slower at the beginning as you're learning to listen. You can, with time, start to find yourself moving at a very rapid pace, but I don't want it to drift off into ideas of movement that you remember. I want it to come from the body's own urge for healing, for wholeness, for totality, for aliveness. And just listen to your body for a minute. You'll find that you know how to move. You can do your own form of Gung, Tai Chi, yoga. It gets subtler and subtler, and it starts to activate circuits in the system that you may not have been aware of. And those circuits are more than the body. They are body, mind, and spirit connected. As we bring them to the fore, a new dimension of possibilities opens. The extraordinary listening movement. Listen to the urge to move. Trust it. Receive its guidance. Let yourself follow and flow with the feelings that you have. And I think you'll find that even if you just do something as small as a little shoulder roll or a neck roll or any movement that you give yourself permission to do, always in an appropriate environment, always gently with regard to the safety and care for the body. Any movement you allow yourself to do will activate the energy flow, increase your vitality, your aliveness, and therefore your functionality, your effectiveness, your performance, your creativity. Everything in your system is affected by the energy flowing through it. And just listen, feel the guidance, and flow with it. Add your energy to it as you experience. And always appreciating, maybe we call it meditating, simply connecting your attention with your experience. So I call that appreciating. The important aspect of it is the appreciation. And the appreciation will lead you into feeling, and the feeling will give birth to the movement. Let yourself go beyond all the holding patterns and find a time and a place where it's safe for you to express directly from your vitality, the energy of life, through the dance of listening. There are great systems out there, and they're all good. The beauty of the dance of listening, or the listening movement, is that it comes from your direct connection with your own vitality, with the energy of life, or the divine force, if you will. Enjoy. Always do it in a way that's enjoyable. Enjoy. Do it for 3 seconds. Do it for 30. Do it for 30 minutes. Do it for 30 years.